Welcome to another edition of On the Road with the Monsters. This is Ben Holden for LakeErieMonsters.com. The Bradley Center right there. Coming up a little bit later on our trip, I'll give you a look inside of the Bradley Center, home of the Milwaukee Bucks and, of course, the Milwaukee Admirals, where the Monsters will play twice here on this 7-game road trip. This is Thursday morning, and there was something I noticed that I'm going to take over here. I'm going to take a walk over here and show you. I noticed walking over to the arena this morning, really cool piece of Wisconsin sports history, the Wisconsin Athletic Walk of Fame here. I'm going to come down here and give you a little look. I'm just came outside before the Monsters practiced here on Thursday afternoon, but there is an enormous grouping of names and great athletes right there. Eric Hayden from the state of Wisconsin. So many names on here. Up here is Paul Hornung, the great Green Bay Packer. Just a list that's very impressive of great athletes that played in this state. There's Bart Starr, of course, the great Green Bay Packer quarterback. Here's a piece of hockey history right here. The great Badger Bob Johnson coached at Wisconsin for 15 years and won 3 NCAA championships. And of course, we got a couple of Wisconsin guys on our team, Brian Fahey and Matt Ford. And Matt Ford was part of a national championship at Wisconsin. There's Ray Nitschke. In fact, the championship that Ford won when he was a part of Wisconsin's team was right here in Milwaukee at the Bradley Center. So too bad Matt can't be here now, but maybe he'll get back here sometime this season. We'll have to wait and see. Alan Kulwicki from Wisconsin, 1992 NASCAR champion. You got Jerry Kramer up there, part of the great Packer teams. Just so many names. I'll give you a little bit of a wide shot here. I'm going to walk down and show you a few more names. Some of the names that really stand out. You got up top here, you got Warren Spahn, great Major League pitcher, the winningest left-hander in the history of Major League Baseball. How about this one here? The great Vince Lombardi, former Packers coach, of course, and just so many names here. Really caught my eye walking by here this morning. Had to give you a look at this, walk over here a little bit, just trying to spot some names here as I go that you'd recognize. Alan Amici, played at Wisconsin, of course, was a part of that great Baltimore Colts game, championship game that was played in New York, scored the winning touchdown in that. Then you got Elroy Crazy Legs Hirsch. Whatever happened to nicknames in sports? I love the fact that back in the day, so many athletes had nicknames. I'm going to walk around here a little bit, and there's a few more plaques right here, kind of in light of the Olympics. Stan Jansen, and above him, the great Bonnie Blair. A little bit down here, and this is all open air. It's right downtown. Really, really unique thing. I've never really seen a Hall of Fame set up like this with all these plaques. Oscar Robertson, the big O there. Above him, of course, the great Al McGuire. Remember watching him when I was a kid, watching college basketball back in the late 70s. Michigan State won the national championship. He was Magic against Bird. Here's another name you'll definitely recognize. Robin Yount. Funny story about Robin Yount. My grandma Holden used to be a nurse at a hospital in Lansing, Michigan, and Robin Yount once came in for knee surgery that the doctor, my grandma, helped out and got me his autograph. I think I was 8 or 9 years old, and wish I would have kept it now. There's Andy North. He's on ESPN now, great golfing champion. Joined the PGA in '72, was a major championship winner. Does a great job, in my opinion, on ESPN. Sidney Moncrief, right up there, the former great Milwaukee Buck. And man, I could go on and on out here. There's one over here that caught my eye. I walk over to it. Curly Lambeau, right there. Lambeau Field, of course, the frozen tundra in Green Bay. So many names on here. Barry Alvarez, former head football coach at the University of Wisconsin, had an incredible run, now the athletic director. And on the list goes. And a guy like Dick Bennett, Cecil Cooper, right in front of me there, the former Milwaukee Brewers first baseman. Jim Gantner, who was also a part of those Milwaukee Brewer teams in the 70s and the 80s. But I thought it was pretty cool here, this Hall of Fame. A really unique setup here, and give you a look down. It's about a block long here, so wanted to give you a peek at that. We'll have more coming up here on the road with the Monsters as the road trip continues here. We'll talk to you in the next installment of On the Road with the Monsters. This is Ben Holden for LakeErieMonsters.com.